can't see us. I think we're okay now. I think we're in. That was just a bit of a ploy to check if anybody was actually watching. A little bit of a marketing ploy. Yes, we've been working all day on what will be the best way to capture your attention, to see if people actually watch this new show, the Choc and Roll show. Well, seemingly you are watching and you've been waiting and bearing with us with potentially a blank screen. It's a bit like Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram all going down. And that was the best marketing, even though it cost Zuckerberg $6 billion. It was still got people talking. And even Facebook needs people to talk, word of mouth. We all need a bit of that, don't we, in business. So, yeah, congratulations to Facebook on the publicity stunt of the year. How did everyone get on, by the way, with no Wi-Fi? Sorry, no Wi-Fi. That was me. With no no Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Kim and I had a lovely night. We didn't have any Wi-Fi either, so we actually spoke to each other, and we found out that we really get along. So that was really nice. How was your social media detox? That forced social media detox. Even the WhatsApp groups are not popping. Like that's just a weird thing, isn't it? So I have to say that we really enjoyed it. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts were on that as well. So we are live in the Choc and Roll studio. We've got a different camera angle here. You're going to see me move around into my chocolate making area. This is episode 2, which means it's level 2. We're taking it up from last week where we just had one shot. We were filming it from a mobile phone last week. We're filming it from a camera this week. We've got 2 cameras. We're hoping that we can flick the angles, but it may or may not work because we have had a few technical difficulties. We're streaming through StreamYard onto YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to make some chocolate goodies with you over there at my fun table. So I'm going to move from the naughty corner into my even naughtier corner over there in the Choc and Roll studio. So guys, drop us a comment. Let us know you're watching. Let us know you can hear me on the mic, and let us know that you can see me and how you are doing. So welcome. Let's go. So come with me and you will be in a world of pure imagination. Past my toys, swirly whirly gumdrops, into this wonderful chocolatey playground where I've got some white chocolate on the go, which is starting to set a little bit now. So I'm going to heat that up in the microwave because that's the nature of chocolate. Of course, if you leave it, it will start to set. So it's going like a thick chocolatey paste, which is great, but it's no good for what I'm about to make. So a few seconds in the microwave. If you haven't seen the Choc and Roll show before, if you don't know who I am, my name is Ollie the Choc, and this is every Wednesday, live at 5. This is a weekly show. No such thing as a hump day when it comes to watching the Choc and Roll show. You're going to have fun watching me be creative, get involved, hopefully, in some chocolate giveaways. We'll be giving away prizes. We'll be showing you some cool videos. Some of the awesome stuff that we've been up to, and we've even got plans to do some interactive chocolate tasting with you, and you'll have the opportunity to join us and to receive a box of goodies. That is the first time I've spoken about that on social media. Yes, it's called, so even Harriet doesn't know about this, and Harriet's on the camera tonight. Basically, it's called the Curiosity Club, and you will receive a little pack of some chocolate, but you don't know what's in there. You do not open the box until the Choc and Roll show goes live, and then we taste the chocolate together, which could be weird. It could be wonderful. It could be a bit of both. So that's going to be loads of fun, and we're really excited to kickstart the Curiosity Club. So let me know what your thoughts are on that, because I'm pretty sure if I heard about something like that and I thought something could arrive at my door, I didn't know what was in there, I would really look forward to that live and joining in with the tasting, or even making, perhaps even sending out some of my chocolate making kits. I would definitely want to spoil you all. So let me know your thoughts on that. I would love the surprise element, not knowing what's inside. So it would be really strict conditions. You do not open the box until the show goes live. But yeah, I like surprises. So maybe you do as well. Maybe you don't. Let me know your thoughts. I don't think it'll be anything too weird. But then having said that, when I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here comes on, maybe we'll do some chocolate dipped bugs, but just Men in Black flashlight. I never said that because I might do that. And I want you to be shocked and scared and maybe pleasantly surprised by the lovely crunchiness of those bugs in the chocolate. They could be soft on the outside, crunchy in the middle, like an armadillo. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Little chocolatey bugs. I think the textures could be great. So I see that on the comments, people have been making our caramels. Is that Mandy by any chance? Because I have noticed that Mandy has been making some caramels. So well done, Mandy. And send us a picture. Once the live is finished, you could post a picture in the comments or tag us in your picture on Instagram, Facebook, wherever. I don't think you can post pictures in the comments whilst we're live, so please share those. Last week, I was making caramels with my dad, aka Papa Choc, and it's really nice to see that some of you have taken the recipe and gone ahead and done that. So yeah, let us know, Mandy, how you get on. Send us some pictures, and yeah, let's share some more recipes with you. Everyone's loving the taste along. I'm loving that. Fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody. Keep the comments coming in. So let me know what you think of the show and what kind of things you like the idea of. But yeah, lovely. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you like the idea. I better work on that. I better make that come into reality and manifest that really quickly. Yeah, so for anyone who is new, if you haven't met me before, I'm Ollie, Oliver Dunn, Ollie the Choc. Grew up in the family business, mum and dad making chocolates from home. And you saw my dad on last week's show. If you didn't see the show, you can go back and watch that. Again, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to make, first of all, a bee. I'm going to make a chocolate bee. And the reason why I'll be making this is because as part of this show, we are also going to have a chocolate challenge whereby our guest has to build a bee. They build a chocolate bee that looks a bit like this. Actually, it won't look anything like this, but it's a little bit of a time challenge, and we'll have a leaderboard on the wall. And our first guest will be Grace Webb from Grace's Amazing Machines, who will be on next week's show. And so watch out for that, and you'll see Grace building her bee, and we had loads of fun with it. But I'm going to do a bee. I'm going to make one first of all, and then I'm going to build it. So you can see how it's done. This is the mold. And we've also got these two halves as well, which is a bit like an Easter egg. So it's made in exactly the same way. I've turned my chocolate machine off because it's quite noisy, but I will just turn it on to get a flow of chocolate in here. And pouring that in, just building up the layers on the inside of the mold. This is exactly the same way as we make the Easter eggs or even the chocolate baubles, edible chocolate baubles that you can hang on your Christmas tree. So it's going to leave those down here to cool and come back to that in a minute because I've got my tempered white chocolate here. I'm going to use that to fill the mold. Okay, fantastic. Lots of new viewers. Thank you very much for joining us. As I said, I've been working with chocolate for 20 years this year. And this is my latest project, the Choc and Roll Show. We will be having new guests on. I've got some really cool guests coming on. We'll be having a chat, you know, kind of in-depth conversation, podcast style. I do have a podcast as well, which is called Going In Deep. So go and check that out. Me and my mate Ben. Shout out to Ben Eastwood, who's watching with his little boy, Jax, tonight. So hello to Jax. Jax is, I think, 6 months old, and it's also Ben and Rachel's anniversary. So happy anniversary, you two as well. So great to see lots of new viewers. Yeah, as I was saying, guests on the show will be coming on. We'll be going in depth, like the podcast, in conversation, and we'll be making stuff. We'll be doing the challenges. I might even prank my guest as well because I'm a bit of a big kid like that. So we will see. But if you have any ideas, any guests that you would like to see, please let me know in the comments. Yeah, because it's always good to get inspired by our viewers. And yeah, if you know somebody that you think would make a really good guest, drop them in the comments. Or if you think you would like to be a guest, let us know. Because you can come in here, make chocolate with me live on the show. We'll have some fun. I'll try not to prank you. And, you know, yeah, what's not to lose? What's not to love? You get to make chocolate, eat it. You can either come here on the show in real life or you can join remotely. We do have the facility to bring guests in just for a chat and, you know, maybe even send you some chocolate to taste live or one of my chocolate making kits so that you can actually make chocolate with me in a virtual sense. On that, by the way, the main thing that I do is virtual events. So I am a virtual chocolatier. I do my events through Scarlet Entertainment. So any inquiries, you know, for your business, go to them. But I do deliver through the screen chocolate making classes. All the guests have a kit, and I show them how to make their own chocolate bars, truffles, chocolate lollies. It can be a short, quick, fast-paced session, or it can be a long, kind of more comprehensive. It's really interactive and loads of fun. So that's what I do. I'm a virtual chocolatier. My background is real-life events, which I'm sure I'll go back to at some point. But the virtual events are fab because it means anyone, anywhere on the planet can receive one of my kits and just start making chocolate with me. So I've just given myself a little bit of inspiration now, just to show you some other molds, which are similar to the ones that we have in the kit. So these are the chocolate mobile phones. Also got the chocolate bars as well. I've got one of those over there. These ones, the skulls, I just love skulls, so I do those all the time. But, you know, Halloween is coming up as well. So yeah, in the kits, you can see those on my website, olliethechoc.com. You can see the molds, the piping bags, the greaseproof paper, everything is in there, and the chocolate. So, piping bag. A little bit of white chocolate. So this is good. I can be making some chocolate mobile phones and skulls whilst the bee is setting. And this is live, anything can go wrong. So if you're watching, just relax, enjoy, and just, you know, watch me squirm if anything does go really badly wrong. Okay, lots of people saying hello, fantastic. And thank you for watching. This is only episode 2. So the fact that you're already saying that you love to watch makes me very happy. So thank you so much for that. Bit of white chocolate in the piping bag. I just need to cut a little bit off the end of that. So I will need to find me some scissors, and that's always a bit of a challenge. So just bear with me. And I've got some over here. Right. So a little bit off the end of the bag. Yeah, let us know where you're watching from. Last week we had people joining from Australia, Dubai. So let us know. I'd love to say hello. Drop some flags in the comments wherever you're watching from. Love to see those flags. Even if it's the UK, send us some UK flags. And whereabouts in the UK you're watching from. I'm based in High Lane in Cheshire. So we are South Manchester. Just doing some white detail on the skull, and then going to fill this with milk chocolate. Chocolate is so creative. You can make any shape with it. The PlayStation controller. As you can see here, we do the white detail first and then fill it in with milk chocolate. And it finishes up looking something like this. So great fun. There's no end to the fun you can have with chocolate, whether it's different shapes. As I mentioned last week, we made a life-size David Beckham out of chocolate many years ago. We've got loads of molds. I've got some new molds coming soon as well that I'll be playing with and creating some more reels on my Instagram. If anyone is on Instagram, check out some of my reels, check out some of my videos on YouTube, and hopefully it inspires you to have a go playing with chocolate, because you've got nothing to lose. It tastes good. You can use different molds and different techniques and hopefully pick up a few ideas from me whilst you're at home. You know, it's nice and easy. All you need is a microwave, melt a bit of chocolate, loads more videos coming your way. I've done one with the face on. I'm going to do one just crazy swirls on. How easy is that? Still going to look cool. Going to just do a few drops in and just brush that in with the end of the bag, so you've got that really nice marble effect. I'm going to do a little bit of a crisscross. So yeah, we'll have a Halloween special. I'll be making edible slime. So yeah, melted marshmallow and green chocolate. You can play with it and eat it. People joining us from Liverpool, from Wales, and from sunny Eastbourne. So yes, love it, love it. Thank you guys for joining us. Happy days. Hope you're all having a good day so far. This is a weekly show, and I'd love you to join me and to be part of it. It's all about the viewers, you guys, and the interaction between myself, you guys, and then obviously the guests that I bring in. Get a little spider on this one's head. Take this extra spooky. I love things like skulls. I did a collaboration with Crystal Head Vodka. So the guys that do these awesome bottles, and I dunked these in chocolate and decorated them. I don't think I have any more left to show you, but there is a video of that on my YouTube. And of course, excuse me, I need a drink of water. Of or maybe some vodka. Yeah, so when will I be back at Sugar and Crumbs? Good question. I'm not sure yet. I did speak to Carol at Sugar and Crumbs today, and so I'm sure I'll be back at some point soon. We haven't got a date fixed, but she has given me some samples, and I'm looking around to see if they're here, but I've got some samples over there of some flavoured icing sugars, which I can use in chocolate and flavour my chocolate. That's the beautiful thing. You can do different flavours, different colours. Sky is the limit. So mobile phone, smiley face. Why not? Our B is starting to set nicely. So not quite enough though. It's not completely set. The chocolate has to have contracted so that it releases and pops out of the mold. Like I said though, this is live. Anything can go wrong. And this B is super fragile and it's prone to breaking. I'm not going to blame the mold, but they are very thin pieces. So it's difficult not to break it. So what I did last time was allowed it to break. And that's sometimes the best way. Just allow it to break and fix it. Stick it back together with a bit of chocolate glue afterwards. Okay, so with the phones, you can draw the apps on the screen. This is a kit that's available from my website. I'm just going to do some little smiley faces on this one. You could do pumpkin faces for Halloween. You can write your name on. You'd need to write your name backwards. So if anyone has been making chocolate at home, if you've used one of my chocolate making kits, let me know. We did a Guinness World Record in December last year. So we set the record for the highest amount of people making chocolate in an online hangout. So there we go, little pumpkin face. And then with this one, I'm just going to do some nice little stripes. So basically, guys, this is me playing with chocolate whilst being live on almost every social media platform possible. So yeah, that's not the best one. It's like a broken screen. Anyone else got a broken screen? So yeah, a little bit, it looks like a cracked screen there on that one. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on the comments as best as I can. If I do miss any comments, I'm going to look back through those afterwards and just answer accordingly to make sure I don't miss anyone. But please do keep commenting. Let me know that you're watching and what you're excited for. But yeah, the Curiosity Club is coming. You don't have to get involved, but if it takes you fancy, I know it's something that I would like to do, just as somebody that likes surprises, which is why the idea appealed to me when the idea kind of came to me. Lollies made by Matt. Just thought I'd say that. Well done, Matt. Did you make some lollies? Is that Matthew Platt? Matthew Platt. Are you a videographer, Matt? Matthew makes some awesome videos with myself. We've been together today, creating this studio environment. I'm here with Harriet. I've got an amazing team around me who we all just get creative together. We just have fun with it and we just go, right, what should we do? Let's make a chocolate Cristiano Ronaldo. So go check that reel out. And Matthew Platt from Visual Noise made that reel. So it's two collaborative energies, me being a chocolatier and then Matt being the videographer. Harriet's done some with myself as well. And that was Harry Potter theme. I won't pick that one up because I think that one's quite brilliant. Actually, no, I can pick this one up. This one, yeah, Harry Potter vibes. We've got some really cool reels to share with you on the Harry Potter stuff. I can't wait. They are literally magic, these reels. So a little bit of chocolate magic, but Harriet's editing skills, incredible. So yeah, shout out to Matt from Visual Noise. Matt's lollies coming to a store near you. Right, just building up the layers on this B so that it doesn't go horrendously wrong on live. What are we going to call it? We can't call it live TV. We'll call it social media TV, live social media TV, because this is the modern way of watching TV, isn't it? And I'm hoping that, families might watch this. It's a family show, children and adults just watching me being a big kid playing with chocolate. Different guests. You'll love the episode with Grace next week. That's fab. We made a chocolate motorbike, which I gifted to Grace. In fact, I'll show you that after because it's just over there. So you'll see the video of that popping up as well on Reels and on Facebook. I did some crispy bacon and peanut butter chocolates on that episode, which of course is next Wednesday at 5. You know the drill. No Hump Days, live every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. going to put this back in the freezer. That doesn't look frosty enough to me. Oh, actually, no, I'm wrong. Oh, okay, we're cooking with gas. So when the chocolate sets, it will just release. Try not to handle that for too long. That's the base. It's all about that base, And then just going to pop these little pieces out if I can. Some of these are breaking, so hey, anyway, you'll get the idea. It's fine. Right. I'd be terrible as a guest on the show trying to build a bee. I'm already having enormous trouble with that. So the best Belgian chocolate, that is what I use, which means it's made in Belgium from the cocoa beans that come from Ghana in Africa. And the cocoa beans come from this, a cocoa pod. I tell you this every time, but I want you to be an expert in chocolate as well and to know your stuff and to know that chocolate comes from a fruit, which hopefully makes you feel a lot better about eating, if you're anything like me, about eating chocolate. And for me, eating chocolate every day. So you've got the pod, which is a fruit, the beans, which are the seeds from the pod. And they are crushed and mixed together with milk and sugar to make chocolate. Somebody kindly asked about my elbow, my poorly elbow. Yeah, I mean, don't feel sorry for me because it's completely self-inflicted. I'm just going to cover these with chocolate and put them in the freezer, just because they set quicker in the freezer than they do in the fridge. Yes, I fell off my toy, one of my toys, which is called a one wheel, which is like an electric skateboard, basically. And yeah, I should have had my elbow pads on, but I didn't. And that will be the last time I go out with it, out on it without elbow pads on. My goodness, I can't speak. Put my teeth back in. I need to make myself some chocolate teeth. That'd be good. Chocolate dentures. So there we go. Can eat my own teeth. Mobile phones full and ready to go in the freezer. If you do have a go at making some of these with my kits, please make sure that you tag me in your photos and that you share the Choc love. And I will indeed just enjoy watching your creations. Make sure you write your names on the back of them as well so nobody else can try and pinch them. We all know how much everybody likes chocolate. So write your name on the back, do some cool designs on the back as well. Just get the most out of the experience. And then if you've got chocolate left in the bag, not only can you suck that out, with parental permission, of course, but you could give yourself and the person next to you a nice, big, curly chocolate moustache. And that makes a great picture as well. So make sure you send me your chocolate moustache selfies. Just filling up these skulls. I've got some pumpkin molds that I'll be using soon, using some orange chocolate. And Harriet's letting me know some comments there behind the screen. So yes, we're happy. Harriet, you enjoying it? She just nodded. She doesn't want to speak. Love that. We'll get Harriet round here at some point, and we'll have Harriet on as a little bit of a guest making chocolate. So yeah, we'll work up towards that. We've got a thumbs up, so that's good. I'm happy with that. Let us know if you'd like to see Harriet on here making chocolate. Just give her a little break from the camera and the comments. You can come around here, make something, go back, carry on with that, and just be eating the chocolate that she's just made. What's not to love? You got little skull chocolates there. So nice and easy. I do these for schools as well. So I do schools virtually because I did one in Dubai. So I streamed and beamed myself into a school in Dubai last week where I had 2 classes watching me, and we did catch the chocolate button in your mouth. I threw the chocolate button at the camera and they all imagined catching it in their mouth because they had a great imagination, as children do. But next time we're going to arrange it so that they've got chocolate buttons in the classroom being kind of dropped into their mouth. As I throw it, the chocolate button just magically appears in their mouth. So fantastic. So really, really looking forward to bringing more virtual classes to schools around the globe. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is that there's no geographical limitation. But yeah, when I go into schools, I make the skulls and the lollipops, but it can all be done virtually anyway. I'd like to say hello to Liam Gardner as well, by the way, because I know Liam is watching. And thank you for the comments, my brother. I really appreciate it. So Liam and I, as I mentioned last week, are working on an interactive chocolate making experience, which means that you'll be able to jump online with your kits and make chocolate with me at any time you want. But not only that, it's not just a video. is interactive, which means that you can click what you want to do, whether you want to make a chocolate cat or a chocolate dog, whether you want a chocolate moustache or you want to balance a chocolate button on your nose. You click what you want to do and navigate that experience. So that's really exciting. So watch this space. That is something great for kids' parties, for families to do, schools, companies, for corporate events, you name it. Everybody loves chocolate, don't they? So if you're watching now and you love chocolate, just give me a thumbs up emoji in the comments. And also, I'd like to know what your favorite chocolate is. Is it milk, white, or dark? Let me know. Milk, white, or dark. Just drop that in the comments. And if you'd like to take it to the next level with the comments, let me know what your favorite type of chocolate is, which leads me nicely segueing, one-wheeling my way very carefully with my elbow pads into the next section, which is the Holy Grail chocolate. That's my favorite type of chocolate. So if you want to let me know, A, milk, white, or dark chocolate, B, let me know your favorite chocolate bar or your favorite type of chocolate, or a place that you've been to where you had the best chocolate or the best chocolate, hot chocolate, or experience around chocolate. I went to a lot of shops in Italy, in Turin, with my wife Kim. We went on a little bit of a chocolate tour, tried the traditional hot chocolate there, which was fab, and I can't remember what that's called. Let me know if you remember it. But yeah, it's not often that I hit that threshold of not being able to consume any more chocolate, but that did happen in Turin. And then I had to go make pasta, and it was carborific. But yeah, so Lee says white, Sharon says milk, Sue says dark. Oh, okay, so we've got one of each. You're like, which one is going to win? Could be a tough one. Dark. So yeah, dark chocolate is better for you. It's higher in antioxidants because it's high in cocoa solids. And then milk chocolate is just the most popular chocolate. That's the one that I make the most of. White chocolate can be a controversial one because people will argue that it's not really chocolate. It is, because it's made from cocoa butter that comes from the cocoa bean. White chocolate is made with the cocoa butter, which is the oil that comes out of, the cocoa bean. So yeah, cocoa butter, milk and sugar in white chocolate. Cocoa butter, cocoa solids, milk and sugar in milk chocolate. Dark chocolate, just cocoa solids with sugar and a little bit of cocoa butter, but no milk in dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is dairy free. Holy Grail for the win. Was that Liam's comment? Who commented that one? I love that one. Top man, top man. I love that. I worked with Liam on not only the interactive chocolate making experience, but also the Going In Deep podcast. So please do go and check that out, and check out Liam's awesome work on LinkedIn. His content is next level. And if you want to take your content to the next level, get in touch with Liam or just watch his videos. Just get involved. This will give you an idea of some of the reels that Harriet has edited on which will be being posted, as I say, on Instagram Reels. I'll be posting them on Facebook. I'll be posting them on YouTube Shorts as well. So if you don't know about YouTube Shorts, ask Liam. But basically, it's a short version. It's a 1 minute video. And yeah, they can go viral really quickly on YouTube, a bit like a TikTok. I mean, TikTok started the whole like short video content, right? What do you think? So a bit of a mix of milk, white and dark. Yeah, awesome. What's not to love? Everybody loves chocolate. Even the word chocolate makes people smile. So that's why I know that I'm in the right business, because it just puts smiles on people's faces. I know it sounds cheesy, but that is why I love it. Just going to pop this out. This is a really weird mold for this egg because it's so flimsy. It's like a silicon mold rather than a polycarbonate egg mold. So you end up with a flat base because it just drops. It's too flimsy. But it's all good. It'll still make a B. So pop those out and get rid of those. It's going to build my B. Mobile phones. What we're looking for here, by the way, is that frosted effect around the edge. We want it to be completely frosted right the way across, which means because the chocolate is tempered, I won't talk to you about tempering now, but I have got a video on my YouTube channel about tempering. We want the chocolate to be the right temperature so it sets, it shrinks, it contracts. I can hear it contracting and releasing from the mold. It needs a bit longer in there. If the chocolate is not tempered, it simply won't set. So that's not good. We want to be able to make it set, get it out of the mold, enjoy looking at and eating our creations. So what I could do is even put some Holy Grail inside there and hide stuff inside the B, a bit like my chocolate smash, which is a hollow piece of chocolate filled with whatever you want. And then the recipient has to smash it to get to the goodies inside. And we put things like concert tickets, t-shirts, jewelry, engagement rings, store locations for a brand's store opening. You have to smash the chocolate to get to it. Great for social media. Check out my website and you'll see the chocolate smash and more information on that. Holy Grail Choc from Going In Deep podcast. Love that. Thank you for the comments, guys, and thank you for listening to the Going In Deep podcast. You'll get to see a different side of me on there where I'm not hiding behind chocolate. I'm just talking behind a microphone. So it's kind of fun for me just to go completely audio because everything I do is visual, you know, so just to kind of strip it all back, then it's just me and a mic and Ben and, you know, just literally going in deep on conversation. So that's loads of fun. I'm recording an episode with Ben tomorrow. I think we're up to episode 16 now. So you'll hopefully enjoy listening back to that progressive journey, how it started with just two lads and two mobile phones with, you know, headphones, recording it really basic, and then just kind of building it up with the help of Liam and just building up the confidence. So it's quite interesting to see that whole journey unfold. Right, so thanks to everyone for tuning in right now. I'm just going to decorate this bee with a couple of chocolate buttons because some of these things completely failed, I think. These wings are really, really temperamental. So I might have to find an easier way of making these so they don't break. Let's make my own wings, I think. I mean, I know wings are supposed to be thin, but there's only so thin you can get chocolate without it just breaking into 1,000 pieces. I'm going to be announcing the winner of the chocolate caramels because I made caramels last week with Papa Choc. I'll be announcing the winner of those a little bit later. I'd like you to stay with me if you can, if you're enjoying it. And an incentive there, I'll be announcing that. And also, I'm going to be giving away the chocolate that I'm making tonight. So I'll tell you a bit about that. All you have to do is comment, like, share. I'm just going to pick somebody at random. It might be a liker, it might be a commenter, or it might be a sharer. Sharing is obviously our preferred thing, so please do share. But whatever you're comfortable in doing, we're just going to pick somebody at random to receive some Holy Grail chocolates and maybe even a bee. If it'll travel, hey, you might get a broken bee, but it's going to taste good, so it doesn't really matter, does it? The Holy Grail that I speak of, and that has been mentioned in the comments, looks like this, except for sometimes I wrap a bandana around the jar's head, a bit like somebody else here. So that's kind of fun gift, and either for yourself or for somebody else. It's quite iconic. It's my signature chocolate. And I will show you how to make that in a minute. Maybe you could have a go yourself. You just need a bit of chocolate. My preference for this would be milk chocolate. Toppings, crushed Oreo, sea salt, fudge pieces, but you can get popping candy, honeycomb, butterscotch. I don't think there's any rules when it comes to Holy Grail. It's literally just got to be pure indulgence. Okay, there is one rule. No, there's two rules. You've got to get the best quality chocolate you can find. That's number one. For me, it's the best Belgian chocolate that we've used. Same chocolate that we've used for, 20 years for me, 40 years for my dad in his business, Simon Dunn Chocolatier. Always use the same chocolate. It's always been consistent. The second rule is sea salt. For me, it's got to be this stuff, Hallenmon. And I'm not getting paid to say that. I buy this. But I've been to their salt distillery, if that's the right word, or salt farm, or the place where they make the salt, and it's incredible. They draw the water in from the Menai Straits and they filter it until you've got this beautiful flaky salt that looks like crystals, almost like diamonds. And not only does it give the chocolate a crunch, and it's making my mouth water now, but it's got that real Moorish taste. The combination of the salt and the chocolate together is just like something that I can't explain. It's like becoming a father for the first time or something like that. You can hear the angels sing as you let that chocolate melt in your mouth for the first time. Tara Blumen is a chocoholic. Congratulations, Tara. Isn't it funny? Like, it's such an honorable thing to be a chocoholic, whereas, any other addiction like alcoholism, it's not, wouldn't be commenting saying that you're an alcoholic. So chocoholic is seems to be a positive thing. But I guess it's all about moderation, eating chocolate in moderation. I do. I exercise, I move around a lot. I healthy eat, but I do treat myself to good chocolate. And you can eat the best quality. That's one thing. The second thing is dark chocolate is, you know, full of antioxidants, so it's a lot better for you. So there you go. Well done, Tara. You're in good company here. I'm just going to grab myself another piping bag to finish off this. Yeah, so check out the last video making the caramels, because you can see the recipe as well on my Instagram. That's on, well, some of my last Instagram posts, a picture of the oozy caramel. And yeah, there's also the reel there as well. So if you do have a go making the caramels, make sure you get some pictures, tag me in your pics. Let me know what you've enjoyed on tonight's Choc and Roll show, and let me know what you'd like to see more of or less of. Or I'm just going to do some white stripes over the top. So I've got like a thick line. Send that round so you can see that. By the way, every time you watch this show, you will notice changes, and hopefully good changes, because tonight we are streaming from a better camera. Last week we were using a phone, and next time we'll be on the overhead camera as well. So we'll be taking it to level 3 with episode 3. So I think that's an incentive for you guys to keep coming back, just to see what's changed. You might notice from last week, there's some changes within the studio. So change the camera angle. We're on the camera, we're mic'd up as well. So hopefully the sound quality is better. You can see some of my toys over there in the background. And yeah, we're just constantly looking to, you know, improve it and give you guys something more interesting to watch. And yeah, more guests and different people. Got Grace next week. I'll be bringing in my wife, Kim. Actually, I'll tell you about that one. We've got a really exciting episode with Kim, because my wife, Kim, if you don't know, and if you're watching, Kim, hello, and hello to my baby girl, Romy, who's probably absolutely loving watching Daddy making chocolate, kicking her legs and smiling right now. And yeah, Kim designs jewelry. I was talking to Harriet about this before, actually, and she does homeware as well as the jewelry. It's called Kim Minchin. Kim Minchin Lifestyle on Instagram. And yeah, so we're going to do a rosé special, because Kim loves rosé, and therefore we're going to make some rosé truffles. I've got my rosé over there ready. With that, and I don't have a date for this just yet, but that will be released, and you'll be able to get your truffle making kits, and you'll be able to join us in making rosé truffles. So yeah, watch this space for that one. They're going to be pink blush rosé, so white chocolate coloured pink. It's like a rosé colour as well. And I'll have a chat with Kim. I'll ask us, you know, a bit about herself, about her jewellery and homeware and what she does, and what it's like living with a 37-year-old child who falls off motorised skateboards and things like that. You know. So I'm just going to do some little eyelashes on this one. I do sometimes forget that I am live on social media TV. I'm live on Choc TV. Wings have been kind of fixed. And kind of not. I did say anything can go wrong. Here we go. I'm just going to stick that on there. I'm going to go with a deconstructed B. It's more Michelin star B, deconstructed, with a honeycomb filling. There you go. What do you reckon? I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely buzzing looking at this B. So you've got to throw the odd dad joke in there as well. Right, so that's what I was going for. And this is what we have. So this is the first B that has been built on the Choc and Roll show with the deconstructed wings. More of this to come. If you share this episode, and already lots of you are liking, commenting, sharing, spreading the Choc love far and wide around the globe as well, and let me know where you're watching from. Drop us some flags in the comments. Yeah, if you do that, you can win some Holy Grail. you can also win a bee, but the bee might, break in transit. But hey, you can still use it. You can melt it down, make some crispy cakes. People are saying that they love the rosé chocolate idea. Fantastic. That's going to be fun because it'll be more interactive. You guys can actually make chocolates with us. But even if you don't get the kit, I'd like to think that you're still going to watch the show and enjoy us making a fool out of ourselves and playing with chocolate, because that's what it's all about. I'm going to turn this off now because I forgot to turn it off before. Milk chocolate. My machine keeps it at the right temperature so that as soon as I start working with it, it starts to set straight away. Just going to smooth this out now and make a nice thin layer. And Harriet's mouth is already watering. She's smiling over there behind the camera and ready to sample some of this, because you can't beat this when it's literally just been made. It's just set and it just melts in the mouth even better. It's just absolutely awesome. If you've tried the Holy Grail before, let me know, if the angels sang for you as that chocolate melted in your mouth, because this is my signature chocolate. At one time I didn't sell it. I used to make it and hand it out at events. And we used to do something called the naked chocolatier. I won't go into that right now, but we used to do a lot of hen parties, etc. And we used to give this out at parties. And people used to get in touch with me and be like, where can I get this chocolate from? I used to have to meet people in the middle of the night in car parks with plastic bags of this stuff, like it was an illegal. It should be illegal. It's that addictive, and that's because of this stuff, the sea salt. Somebody said it looks bee-licious. Dad joke number 2. I'm having that one. Bee-licious. Any more bee puns? Got me thinking now. Got me thinking. I've got to get this salt on quick because the chocolate's starting to set. Like I said, it's tempered. It's going to start setting straight away. Quickest tip I can give you for tempering is make sure that it is cool, so that it's cool enough to touch it on your lip and you don't feel any heat. Tempering is all about taking all of the heat out of the chocolate by adding solid pieces until those solid pieces do not melt. And then it will set properly. It should be cool to touch on your lip, but my machine keeps it at that temperature. So crushed Oreo, sea salt, and got here some fudge pieces, which is a nice soft fudge. Butterscotch is a good one as well, because that's got a bit of a crunch to it. I think it's all about texture when it comes to chocolate, and that's why I like crispy bacon dipped in chocolate, because it gives it not only that saltiness, which I love, that Moorish salt and chocolate combination, but it gives that crunch as well. It's got to be really crispy. I'd rather actually fry it myself just to make sure it's crispy. Okay, so just going to leave that to set. Looks delicious. I have to wing it. See, I'm always winging it. I'm winging it like that bee. Absolutely love it. Right, buzz. Proper buzz. Yeah, if you're from Manchester, proper buzz. And the bee is symbolic of Manchester as well. So we're loving it. Absolutely loving it. So I'm just here on Chocolate Street, just saying goodbye to my neighbour Kenny there. Yeah, we're always out and about here with samples. Yeah, don't all turn up at once, though, because I'm not sure I've got enough for everyone who's watching. But if anyone is ever in the area, come in, see my mum and dad, pop in the chocolate shop. Mama and Papa Choc would be delighted to see you. I'll tell you a little bit of a story, because I'm waiting for the Holy Grail to set. And something reminded me before, well, it was the fact that we were looking at these cocoa beans. And my dad, not only is he a chocolatier, but he wrote a book. So technically, he's an author as well, a children's author. He wrote a book about a cocoa bean that comes to life. That's probably more of an appropriate one. A cocoa bean that comes to life and tells the story of how all the beans around him are turned into chocolate. And first of all, I'll tell you how the idea of this book came about. And then I'll tell you a little bit more about the book. So when we had the chocolate shop in Wilmslow, if anybody's watching from the area, you might remember the chocolate shop in Wilmslow. We have very fond memories and we miss it there. But we had lots of great customers, and we had a coffee shop upstairs. We made the chocolates in there and you could watch the chocolates being made. And there was a quote that we had put on the wall. And my wife, Kim, she won't mind me saying, she arranged for this quote, a piece of vinyl on the wall. And it said, well, it was supposed to say, our coffee beans grow close to the cocoa bean. In other words, the coffee that we use is related to the chocolate because the beans grow close to one another, and the coffee beans have like a chocolatey aroma and taste. And yeah, so that was the idea. And then when we got the quote, and my dad said, "What does that say?" And what it actually said when we read it back was, "Our coffee beans grow close to Coco the bean." And my dad was like, "Who's Coco the bean?" Maybe Coco the bean is a character. Maybe Coco the bean is a cocoa bean who comes to life and tells, he's given the gift of life and tells the story. So that's what happened. And so my dad has got that book. And I'm pretty sure he sells it on his website. And I wish I had a copy here to show you, although I would cover it in chocolate if I did. It's interesting, it's educational, it tells the story of how chocolate's made, so it's great, not just for kids, but for adults as well. And on every page, a bit like Where's Wally, there's a Coco the Bean just like hiding, so you've got to try and spot Coco the Bean. And my dad did all his own illustrations as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, there you have it, the story of Coco the Bean. And actually, rumor has it that my dad, Papa Choc, if he's watching, let me know in the comments, he is working on a second book, a sequel to Coco the Bean. Which is where basically at the end of the first book, he meets a bean called Oddie the Bean. He's an odd-shapen bean. And I'll give you a clue who the Oddie the Bean is based on. Oddie, how can I give you a clue without making it really obvious? It's based on. So Oddie, my initials are OD, odd. So it makes a lot of sense. And my nieces and nephews call me Oddie. So Oddie the Bean is, a funny looking bean and proper little, he's a little character, I think. So I think he might actually be leading Coco the Bean astray. So he's definitely not based on me in that respect. But yeah, watch this space. I'm just putting the pressure on you now, Dad, to actually get that book done. Right, so I'm probably going to cut this now because it is pretty much set. Let me see what else I got. Yeah, just going to cut this. It sets really quickly. It's nice and cool in here, so cut it into long strips. Probably about 12 centimeters between, wide, like 12 centimeter wide kind of panels of chocolate. And then straight down the middle. This is a bit like how I make the chocolate fries as well. So, but these, rather than being thin fries, these are a slightly chunkier kind of shard of chocolate. So here's one I made earlier. I always feel more qualified to say that now that I've actually been on Blue Peter. So yeah, I used to always say it. Here's one I made earlier. And I used to say, maybe one day Blue Peter will ask me to go on and make chocolate. But actually, when I say it now, I can reflect on the fact that I did go on Blue Peter. That was at Christmas last year and Easter this year. Yeah. And hopefully I'll be back there again. I'll be giving them ideas for Halloween and hopefully Christmas again. But yeah, that was awesome. That was like a childhood dream to go on Blue Peter. So I'm the proud owner of 2 Blue Peter badges. So you get a Blue Peter badge each time you go on the show. So that's cool. And also Steph's Packed Lunch. If you know it on Channel 4, I've been on there a few times. So I was on there the week before last. Looking good. Somebody says there. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you all for watching the show tonight. And actually, I'm pleased that the bee has come together in a sense. I'm glad to see that it's beehived himself. Harriet was laughing. That must have been funny. I must have made a funny joke. Yes. Yeah, so there you go. You can see beautiful shards of chocolate. It's, and even the Holy Grail is set and in good time. I just wish you were all here to just have a taste of this because it's amazing. I'm really resisting doing that because if I have some of this now, it won't be pretty. I will not be able to speak. It'll be a lot of, I hope you agree with me. It just kind of makes you salivate, doesn't it? Looking at all this chocolate, you can just kind of imagine melting
in your mouth. So yeah, that's how I make the Holy Grail, and it suits me because it's quick and easy to make, and it's my signature chocolate, which I sell in jars like this. Just for context, not that I'm trying to get you to buy, but if you want to, feel free. olliethechoc.com. You can get a subscription. So if you get really addicted to it, just like me, then it'll just arrive at your door every month to keep you topped up, and then you don't have to worry. You can relax. Guys, I think that's pretty much it from me. I did tell you that I was going to show you the motorbike that I was giving to Grace on next week's show. So I will show you that because there is a reel coming. Just checking my notes to see if I've actually forgotten anything. Let's see. Yes, here we go. There we have it. The motorbike that Grace, well, I was making this inspired by Grace. Grace's amazing machine, Grace Webb from CBeebies. Yeah, she's on the show next week, so check that out. And me giving her this as a gift for coming on the show. So yeah, thank you so much, Grace, for joining me on the show. Also, to let you know that the winner of the caramels from last week, and I did say that it was to win the caramels that we made on the show, but I ate the ones that we made on the show, so I'm going to make you some more, and that is Trisha Cushing, because she was sharing. So Trisha Cushing, thank you for sharing, and now as a result of you sharing, I'll be sharing my chocolate that we made on the show that I had to recreate because I ate. So Trisha, drop us a DM and we'll send you those. Just need an address to send those to. If you have been liking, sharing, commenting, most importantly, sharing like Trisha, share like Trisha Cushing, then you will win some Holy Grail chocolate and some other goodies that I'm just going to throw in because, you know, I'm just like being generous when it comes to chocolates. Also, to let you know quickly about the rosé truffle making, there'll be more information on that coming soon. So watch this space. We are doing a Harry Potter themed event as well. So we'll be posting up the videos that Harriet's been working really hard on and the reels that she's done, which are really, really cool. They're really, really cool. So yeah, we're going to make some chocolate Harry Potter things, and you can do that from home as well. J.K. Rowling, if you're watching, hopefully you give us permission to be inspired by your creative work, and therefore that counts as a license. So thank you very much indeed. Thank you all for sharing and for liking and for commenting and just being here, and thank you for being here. I'm gonna go sign off and eat some chocolate, but yeah, all I've got to say is you can do this with me at home is peace, love. I can see you. Yeah, you're doing it. I know. Choc and roll. Thank you very much.